Yeah, I'm just saying about, I mean, New Jersey did not. Like,
Yeah, you know, I maybe get sweet.
but right now I'm just like, whatever.
Well, even our counties, because I don't think so else leave. Quite to the one.
Got my head in the short for Northwest.
Northwest had 10,000 less votes than.
I voted for.
I didn't get down that far yet.
And we underpicked one for you. Al Dyer.
Oh, and the content info, they're all for, a whole bunch of videos, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I call the meeting. You know, please rise to the pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God. But before you sit down, we just had a moment of silence. We since our last meeting, we've lost Art Robbins passed away a couple weeks ago, and 10 days ago. Art was my goodness, there's been so many nice things said, so many plaudits about him, but for the borough, he served on the library board, was a volunteer, he's the kind of volunteer, like if you were making your perfect volunteer, Art was it, because whatever the job was, he would say, yeah, I'd be happy to do that, and then he would do it and be nice about it and make friends while he was doing it and be a real asset. And one of the reasons why there are so many people that have said such nice things about him and felt the way they felt over this last couple of weeks is their interaction with him on every level, not just as a dad, as a husband, with his family, as a part of the community, just as a family here, but that public interaction he's having. So it's just if we could just remember him for a few moments. Okay, thank you. Please, let's get 2024 over. Yes.
Hi.
Okay. The boroughs are complied with the notice provision of the sunshine law by adopting part of January 10th this year. A resolution prescribing the dates, time, and location for all regular meetings of the commission. This meeting, one of the meetings listed in such resolution. Make copies of the resolution were prior to January 10th following.
I need a motion to follow the following reports, tax collector, municipal court, and zoning official.
Make a motion.
Second. I need a motion to follow the following reports, September 3rd, 2024, and October 7th, 2024.
Second.
We have the following ordinances, the second reading of public hearing of ordinance 1790, amending chapter 24 of the municipal code of the borough of Collingwood regarding the energy aggregation program.
So these are changes to the program that have been recommended by our consultant in order to make our bidding process more competitive in the marketplace. Anything you want to add to it, Robert?
Yeah, no, just that, I think following the consultant's lead is important. The market's changed, we have to adapt to them. The idea of getting started is something I'm very much interested in.
All right, it's a public hearing on it, so anyone has anything like to bring before the commission on this issue? That's not, yep, just name and address. Please wait for the record.
Sure, Wayne Rossi, 114 East Palmer Ave. Yeah, I'm hopeful that this actually means that we'll see movement on this, because obviously we had gotten this 4 years ago, and I'm also hopeful that it's part of us taking a lead in renewable energy. One of the things I'd like to see more of out of the borough, if possible, and I think one of the areas, talking with some folks that would also be a good collaboration with the school district, would be more renewable energy resources throughout town, new buildings, municipal buildings having solar. and using this sort of not as a like, this is just what we're doing, but as just a starting point for more investment in renewable energy.
Thanks. Anyone else? Thanks, Tom.
Mayor Mellon.
Yes.
Commissioner Lewandowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts. Yes. Then we have the first reading of ordinance 1791, amending in its entirety, chapter 135 of the Code of the Borough of Collinswood, construction codes and uniform.
This is revising the fees within the construction department that have been requested by our construction code officials. To get us more in line with neighboring towns, and this will be on public hearing at our December 2nd meeting. Tom?
Mayor Mellon.
Yes.
Commissioner Lewandowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts. Yes. And we have the first reading of ordinance 1792, appropriating $550,000 from the general capital improvement fund to purchase property and rehabilitate and abandoned property.
Sandra, I know I asked you already about this, but this is the property, the abandoned property is 600 King, which has been in bad shape. This is first to go. We're ready to proceed up to have the developer that we've done, St. Joe, the Carpenter Society, right? Has been doing these abandoned properties and rehab them for us. We're ready to go on that. This is funding that. And this is the gas station? Yeah, and it's also the gas station at Haddon and Brown Roads. We're moving to acquire that gas station. Most of the money that we need to acquire, we need to clean it up. We're also getting some state funding in order to clean it up and to try to get it back into production. So this is, and it's either or, right? If we have to condemn it and take it. We're also going through an interim foreclosure process that we may be able to obtain it for nothing, basically, for the taxes that have not paid on it. But we have both processes going, so we can move it quickly. It's been out of service for a long time, and it's got some contamination that's got to get resolved. I'd like to get that property back. So that's what this is. Public hearing December 2.
Mayor Mellon.
Yes.
Commissioner Lewandowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts. Yes. And we have the first reading of ordinance 1793, amending chapter 163 of the Code of the Borough of Collinswood, fire prevention.
Steve, you want to tell us a little bit about what this is?
Yeah, so this is an update to the penalty schedule.
You can stay, it's too soft spoken.
This is an update to the penalty schedule section of the fire prevention code, the following illegal burning. Previously, we only had one fine in there of $100, and it was not against the current for illegal burning. So it's adding a graduated penalty schedule for first offense 100, second offense 500, and third offense 1,000. For illegal burning, that doesn't elevate the level of being an indictable offense that the prosecution.
Got it. And this was all put together before it became a draft situation where everybody now is on alert, don't drop the cigarette. Okay, public hearing will be December 2nd.
Mayor Mellon.
Yes.
Commissioner Lewandowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts. Yes. And we have the first reading of ordinance 1794, in order to the Borough of Collinswood, authorizing tax abatement for property located at 40 White Horse Pike, and agreement pursuant to the 5-year exemption and abatement law.
So this is for the self-storage facility that's been built across the Route 130. It's been, we'll talk about this project, it's been years in the making, but we, standard for commercial businesses, for residential properties, 5-year abatement. What it does is they pay their land taxes, and then it's a graduated kind of like 20, 40, 60, 80 of what the taxes would be for 5 years, and then they're fully taxed after that. So that's what this is. The public hearing of this one will be at the December 2nd meeting.
Mayor Mellon.
Yes.
Commissioner Lewandowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts. Yes. Okay, the first reading of ordinance 1795, authorizing a long-term tax exemption of financial agreement between the Borough of Collinswood and 30 First Urban Renewal LLC for the property located at 30 Fern Avenue.
So this is the Presbyterian Church that's being converted into roughly 25, 26 apartments. They are providing within that 4 affordable, deed restricted affordable units. This pilot will require them to pay, beginning in year 1, 85% of the total tax bill for the property. In essence, gives a 15% discount. And it's a 30-year pilot, it's a long-term pilot that runs on this project.
Our property that was probably previously not.
Was zero.
So we're ahead.
Yeah, yep. December 2 is the public hearing on this.
Mayor Allen,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood.
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts. Yes. Then we have, public comment.
Public comments, so anybody has any comments on the resolutions that are on the rest of the agenda that's here, questions, comments, anything you want to know before we go through those? And then at the end, you can talk about whatever you want. Okay,
We have, resolution, sending resolution 2024-174, appointing Elizabeth B. Lucelli as fund commissioner to the Southern New Jersey Health Fund,
now let's do the second one, so.
and appointing Sandra Duffy as the fund commissioner to the Southern New Jersey Health Insurance Fund.
So this is the new, this is the borough's new entry into a self-insurance pool for health insurance for all of our employees, for our retirees. We have held off doing it for a long time, mainly because the numbers didn't really work for us. We've been in the state health benefits plan. It's now at a point where because so many people have been leaving, this is just my own opinion, so many people have been leaving the state health benefits plan, so many towns, their premium numbers are going up as they reduce their subscriber base. And so it is more attractive for us now going to the Camden County Health Insurance Fund. So we're making that change over. It's a self-insurance pool. It's run by all the towns. We're simply appointing Cassandra to be our representative on the HIP. Yes.
Yes.
And reappointing Robert Rodriguez as member of Collingswood Housing Authority.
Yes.
Approving a member, Moran of understanding with PSCNG for the relocation of a water main.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awarding a solid waste contract with New State Waste Services.
So trash, wonderful trash. Went out the bid for trash, which used to be kind of an easy thing to do, and the last few years has been anything but. But bids came in pretty good, came in roughly the same numbers that we've been paying. There haven't been crazy increases in it, so this is simply awarding the contract at roughly the same numbers, not much of an increase at all. Anything you wanna?
Yeah, it's 2029, right? 20. Believe
I think it's
5 year.
5 years.
5 years.
The current, is it our current?
Yes.
Current, yes. So we don't have to go through change, all those things that we have done last few years.
Transition.
Yes, beautiful. Yes.
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 Authorizing budget transfer resolution.
Okay, these are simply, end of the year, after November 1, you're allowed to start transferring money within your budget to different line items. So if electricity is more than you had budgeted for, but buying paper is less than what you had budgeted for, you're allowed to transfer money within the budget. Doesn't add any new money to it, that's all. Yes,
Yes.
Approving items of revenue and appropriation for cross county connection.
this is grant funding. Yeah, this is just acknowledging the acceptance of a grant, money, taking free money in, yes.
Yes.
Approval to submit a grant application and execute a grant agreement with New Jersey Department of Transportation for the TAM program. Transportation Accessibility and Development Program.
This is applying for free money,
Yes.
And approving payment of bills to the notified treasurer.
yes.
Yeah.
Anything?
I'm just happy to live here. After this meeting. And this last, yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, we are. Yeah. It's okay.
2 things. First of all, just because it came up, it's been a little sprinkles of rain the last couple of days. Fire ban, statewide fire ban is still in effect. Please, no outdoor fires. If you smell something, hear something, call the non-emergency number if you feel like it's something obviously we're in this call. Emergency 911, but no fires. The other thing, I just wanted to sort of give a shout out, salute, Collingswood High School senior Ben Auerbach. If you know Ben, I think I came in contact with him 2 years ago, he approached, the borough, asking if he could, maintain and help do improvements to the, Veterans Memorial just outside here, for more recent conflicts Iraq and Afghanistan. A lot of students do community service projects, but it came back a second year and said, let me do it again. And then he said, you know what I want to do? I want to make this sustainable. And he's putting together sort of a plan, a guidebook that he can pass on to students in future years so that they can do it better. So Ben is someone who is trying to seek an appointment to the United States Naval Academy. I hope for our country that he gets it because he's a star student, star athlete, and just a good person and a high character. This Veterans Day is out here with a bunch of volunteers that he recruited and grateful for it. So I just want to kind of push out.
Didn't steer the kid to the Navy, huh?
Everyone been to the spot.
Yeah,
This is not new for me.
no.
It's just, everybody's aware of it, that all the holiday stuff begins next Saturday. What is the kickoff, I think now, is the Collings with Cash giveaway. It has become its own big event out here, next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday morning, and then we roll right into, soon after tree lighting parade, all that fun stuff, and all the holidays, so make sure you enjoy it, get to be a part of it all. Thanks to everyone that's been putting it together, working all year to get it. So we're gonna open up to the floor. Anybody have anything you want to bring before the commission? This is your opportunity to do so. Yes?
Yeah, can you,
Address.
Kate Delaney, 126 East Palmer Avenue. Yeah, why are we giving 30 Fern a 15% tax discount? I'm sure everybody in this room would love a 15% tax discount. So I mean, I
Well-
read through the reasons in the ordinance, but I didn't find them particularly compelling for the need for a tax exemption in that location. They're really not going to build unless we gave them a pilot, and it's gonna provide jobs in the community.
Yeah, it's, well, okay, first off, you can get an abatement on your property if you spend new money on it and do an addition or something on your property. You and everyone else gets a 5-year abatement, okay? For this, yes, there's a couple different reasons why we're providing a pilot to them. One is, it's a difficult project to start out with because we did not want them to dismantle any of the church building. Okay, so they're working off the same footprint, and they're also providing 4 deed restricted affordable units. Which we think is a big priority. Doing that basically changes pro formas for the value of the project. They're getting a 15% discount on those taxes for the run of this. It's also the same run where there will be 4 affordable units in it. So yes, that's why.
So for 30 years, they get 15%.
15% off the total.
30 years. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Anyone else? Yes.
Hi, my name's David Taylor. I'm at 209 North Vineyard. And I'm a new resident.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. So I apologize in advance if this has already been picked over. But it couldn't help but notice that the playground in Roberts Pool is closed. Looks like around 9 months a year. It seems like an odd waste of a really nice playground. Especially like 3-year-old son. It's very confusing why he can't go play. So I'd just like to ask the council to, if you haven't done it already, please consider some sort of arrangement to make that available.
You got it. We've looked at different times on it. It's just difficult to manage, to control. That's all. It's just difficult on the access. Have you been to the pool at all?
Yeah.
You have,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so it's all tied in, like it's all one entrance all in, and it's always been logistically really difficult to do. But we're finishing up a rec plan, I hope, with the schools, because other playgrounds, there's a lot of playgrounds you can't get into in town, okay? So hopefully we can work on doing something more comprehensively with all of them.
Thank you. Yeah, it seems like just like, I know cheap fencing isn't cheap, but it seems like some strategically placed fences could probably do the trick. I know there's more to it than that, but
Well, no, it's always been like, yeah, you could do the fencing, you could make it work so you go in there, and then when it's pool time,
right.
it's really not a great situation, then you got the pool going, and you have these fences all around
Gotcha.
the playground, so. But we're finishing up a rec plan, it's been going on for way too long, and, we're taking a comprehensive look at all playgrounds. And getting them all.
Thank you.
In the interim, I can give you a blindfold for you. No. No
One
blind.
in the park, it's not as close as that one for you,
Right.
but to get to one in the park.
Yeah, that's a great one too.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks. What else? Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Hey, George Rand, long time Collins, 36-year resident. Is there anything going on with, Stiles Avenue, 125 Stiles Avenue, with the water tower project? Is that still?
It's still in the status of there's discussions going on about affordable housing requirements for it. I've had my own conversations with Fair Share Housing, who's the advocacy group that you need to deal with in all these issues. And I've kind of we put them and the developers together, and they're having conversations to try to resolve and work it out so that they can meet affordable housing requirements with a project that is overall viable. So it's still, they're talking.
Okay, as far as the, reassessment of all the housing, is that done now or?
Later this month, letters should be going out, from the reval company. It'll give you an estimate of it'll give you what your, rough assessment is.
Okay.
And it'll also give an estimate of what that means to your tax bill.
Okay.
So those should be end of the month, right? I think they're going out by the end of the month. I saw the form of the letter, but and it should be going out by the end of the month.
Thank you.
Sure thing. And then so everybody knows, and then there's a process, okay? They'll set up that you can have informal meetings with the appraisers, probably do them here, but you can do informal meetings with them. They meet a couple times with people. If you have questions or you think, everybody now is gonna think my house isn't worth all of that, okay? Till they're gonna sell it, and they're gonna think my house is worth way more than that, but you can have those discussions to show them, hey, the guy down the street has a finished basement, I don't have a finished basement, like, that's the discussions that go on about trying to get comfortable with what that number is. But it'll include an estimate of what your taxes are.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, thanks. Yes,
Richard Carmen, 743 Maple Terrace. 4 years ago, when this electricity thing came up, I had proposed that the borough mandate on all new buildings, the solar energy on the building. I don't know why you didn't take it up.
it's a tough thing to do. We built a new building in the meantime, and like, what we did instead was did a roof garden on the public safety building. It's built to. What is it? What's
We
the-
were lead specifications without paying
Without
money
paying
for
for
the
the
lead
right.
specifications.
So we've done all that, but to put solar up there, it's not cost efficient, just makes no sense. Because with the mechanicals up on the top of the building, there's just not that much space to do.
You can put it on the new public works building. And I also suggested
It's,
in 2005, when we had the rebate from the study of the parkway, that the money would have went to putting all solar on all the public buildings, and the state would have give you money too for
okay,
it. For the simple fact that there were some school districts up north did it, and they got $1 million a year from the solar input to those school buildings, which they use for new books and everything else. I don't know why they don't do it here on the 6 schoolhouses in Collinswood. Go and ask the state to pay for some of it. And I think the borough would put money toward it too.
okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Yes, name and address, please.
Eleanor Dill, 27 East Browning. Just wanted to tell you all, in case you're not aware, the Collingswood Farmers Market for 11 years now has been an excellent source of support by way of fresh produce and money from shoppers that we then use to give to the families who come for food assistance at the Oakland Community Food Pantry, which serves all these communities plus anybody who comes. And our numbers keep climbing and climbing. So not only do they do that, but they provide enough of a financial cushion that we can get through the months when the farmers market is closed. So I just want to congratulate this town for its wonderful farmers market. And I don't know, the atmosphere has always been just awesome. Yep,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thanks. Anyone else? Yes,
Yeah, I was wondering if you could tell us.
you need to give me a name and address for the record.
Oh, okay, my name is Armella Malbadkar and I live at 165 Burke.
And could you just speak up a little louder?
I was just interested in learning more about the solar energy aggregation. Where can we learn more about that?
So it's not solar aggregation, it's energy aggregation. There's options for sustainable on it. I don't know if we have much on our website, but there are websites we can direct you to. We can shoot an email to any of us and we'll be happy to get you that information. But the idea is that basically that we would, the statute set up that we would sign up with an energy provider. And everybody in town, their residential would be flipped to that energy provider unless you opted out. Okay, and then in that, there would be options to get more kind of packages that are more sustainable packages that you could opt to get. It's been on the books for a while, but we haven't gone out to bid on it because a consultant we've had working with us has said that it's in I think it's in one town, Hackensack. Right, Kate, didn't you tell me it's in Hackensack? That's it, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Hoboken.
there's one town in the
Hoboken.
state. What's that? Hoboken. One town in the state that has it, okay? Because the market forces are such that it just hasn't been working. Okay, so that they're telling us by kind of reducing the minimum sustainability portion in other words, it's gotta be 100% sustainable energy, renewable energy, or you could go out and say 5% renewable energy. And by reducing that number down, we're at like 10 or 15 is what I think it is now, right? That now will get people that will bid
And
that make it available.
by the way, New Jersey already sets the mix to, I think it's minimum 24% renewable energy. So what we're doing is trying to exceed the state standard.
Yeah, so if you shoot an email, we'll get you to the site where you can learn some more about it. But it's been so far, like statewide, it's just not been economically feasible. Just hasn't worked. You can get a sustainable one down, you can go buy it, it's just gonna cost you a little. Okay, anybody else? Room full of, oh, go ahead, Wayne. I'm gonna say room full of Eagles fans, but that's like not everybody. Go ahead.
Wade Rossi, 114 East Palmer. I'm actually just wondering with the gas station at Haddon and Browning, what's the plan for that property?
No plan, no idea. Plan is clean it up, see what productive use we can. That's all. It's just been sitting contaminated forever and ever. I'm trying to move on to get something happening. Okay? Probably not another gas station, but to get something there. What, anything else? Okay, we are adjourned. Go first.
Yeah.